First of its Indigenous Peoples Forum organizes Ningol Chakkouba at Chadong new sites tourist destination. Fish fair and crop competition to be held at Hapta Kangjebung in connections with Ningol Chakkouba, says Fisheries Minister H. Dingo. Roined worth over rupees 22 lakh seized in Mizoram, 2 women held. No compromise on India's borders, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And the flood of the century in Spain claims at least 95 lives. Hello, welcome to ELITETV, your English news bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Now the news in detail. With an objective to make the bond love between hill and valley people, Indigenous Peoples Forum today organized Ningol Chakkouba at Chadong new site tourist destination in Kamjong district. Hundreds of valley and hilly women took part in the Ningol Chakkouba. A large number of women left Imphal for Chadong from western gate of Kangla. Speaking to media persons, working president of IPSA Khuraijam Athoba and co-convener of Indigenous Peoples Forum Athon Gangwei spoke about the main objective of organizing the event.
Ngasi November gi tang ama haiba numina sida lakadoriba laki kumgi wena yang gi nini panbada Manipur pumbada pangthok nariba dum Ningol Chakkouba gi mairba kumai natraga kagi thorum aduga mari lenana koi Indigenous Peoples Forum ibiding makhada koi chingmi Ningol tamda yum pantiba amadi tamgi Ningol sing chingde yum pantiba amadi chingmi da su tongan ba kanglup group singi marakta intercaste marriage tawkiba adung lu Ningol sing adu koina khangjaba koina thengnajaba punamok sing adu ayamba khongbat charaga asi koi chingtam anigi apunba Ningol Chakkouba gi adung laba yamna symbolic koi ba thorum amakak pangthong nanaba gi koi sem sajabani asi koi adung laba koi gi ukrul gi koi Kamjong district ki manung chan laiba Chadong new site village ta adung laba koi Indigenous Peoples Forum gi juji president gi thausu puriba koi oja sang kasar gi pa masamak ki khunda haiba thorum si pangthok jagadabani haiba thorum asida saruk yanana be damokta koi tongan ba Kanglup group kudimaki Manipur dele ba ko yellow group kudimaki Ningol sing atopa mai masagi Kanglup nataba inak sagai hubduna mayum palu ba Ningol sing adu haiba Ningol sing asi doina mai koina khanggat jarakanda Chakkouba gi thorom si pangthung naba sinjalamjabani
Indigenous from Manipur sinjaba koi singmi tami ani punna koi sakko thorom sida koi meam punamak kauba gamjatra su koi na kauba yaba haibadi koi Sing Ningol sing koi Indigenous Manipur ki Ningol sing koi tamda yum panba mati tamda leiba maru ina koi metai sing haitare koi na koi Indigenous nara sing kanu sing yum panjaba tu Ningol sing koi ngasi Indigenous from Manipur na tu sinjaba sakong saruk sida harau na meam lakpi na haijabada lakpi na mi pung khudum bosoi koi from dige harau ban wai ba pomuk sari adu ba koi sing mi tammi no sinab ki khudam oiraba asigo thorom ni na koi laujagani loina meam mathang sahi su lakada ba sikuma thorom se koi sinjabada meam Manipur da laiba Indigenous mipam khudam saruk yabi.
Fisheries Minister H. Dingo Singh invites the people of Manipur to visit the fish fair at Hata Kangjebung on 2nd November in Falis, organized by the Fisheries Department for the upcoming Ningol Chakkouba Festival 2024. Visitors can find a variety of local fish at subsidized rates. In addition to fish, the fair offers a range of agriculture and horticulture products as well as handloom and handicrafts items made by internally displaced persons (IDPs) from various relief camps. A video footage released by Fisheries Minister Ningol added.
Manipur ki praja miyam punamukpu aini kokno na khurumjari loina na akhoi Deepawali ki ngasi yaifraba numit loina na hiangai gi nini panba adugumba akhoi Ningol Chakkouba adi Manipur gi amata ngairaba adugumba Ningol singi festival yamna maruiba singba Ningol Chakkouba sina lakpa sidaida Manipur ki praja miyam punamukta aigi taraptagi yaifa paujel pijari haidana ai hanmukta da thamjari loina na akhoi lakadoriba Ningol Chakkouba siga mari leinana November ki tang ani sidaida akhoi maruina akhoi hata kangjibungda akhoi fishery department na adugumba mayamgi khudong chana na bagi namukta akhoi fish mela ama sinjari mela asi thamibagi panamdi akhoi Manipur ki praja miyamda akhoi ahomba mamalda hadi yamna hanthaba mamalda akhoi nga si phajana phanganba aduga praja miyamda khudong chaba piba gi panamda akhoi fishery department na akhoi pangthok chabani haidana sumana thamjage adu Manipur ki praja miyam punamungna lengbira kanda akhoi na subsidize tawba ahomba mamal da lepsaba adugumba akhoi nga gi product mayam indigenous fish mayam ma akhoi puthongna akhoi sem sajari aduna Manipur praja miyam gidamukta akhoi khudong chana na gidamukta akhoi sinjaba adugumba akhoi fishery department na sinjaba honorable chief minister gi liching makhada sinjaba adugumba program ma khakni haidana ai sumaina thamjage.
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh yesterday attended the inauguration of the Museum of Valor dedicated to Major Ralengnau Bob Cutting in Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh, an event led by Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. This museum commemorates Major Cutting, a heroic Manipuri Tangkhul Naga who is celebrated for his enduring sacrifices and bravery in securing Tawang as part of India. On the sidelines of the function, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh expressed his gratitude to the Arunachal Pradesh government for organizing Major Cutting's contribution. He acknowledged the significant steps taken by Manipur as well, mentioning that the state government has allocated Rs 3 crore to establish a memorial in his honor. However, ongoing efforts to select an appropriate site, either of his birthplace in Manjipukri or a central location, have delayed the project, further compounded by recent elections and the present situation in Manipur. The Chief Minister paid tribute to Major Cutting's leadership and bravery, recalling that when China laid claim to Tawang, it was Major Cutting who led his soldiers raise the Indian flag and affirm Tawang as an inseparable part of India. Major Cutting was not only a man of great sacrifice but also a visionary leader, he said, emphasizing the importance of keeping his legacy alive. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also honoured Major Cutting's contributions in his remarks, underscoring the enduring gratitude the nation holds for his bravery. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh concluded by saying that Major Cutting's sacrifices must be remembered for generations to come, serving as a reminder of his unparalleled dedication to the nation. A team of Manipur police led by SDPO Yairipok in collaborations with the Mumbai police successfully rescued a missing minor girl from Jasai in Navi, Mumbai. The operation took place under the jurisdictions of the Uran police station on October 31st. The accused, identified as Laishram Sanathoi Singh, whose real name is Abdul Manaf Chaudhary, age 25, is from Jirigad, Bagicha, Part 1, Asa. He has been arrested in connection with the case. Authorities are currently undertaking necessary legal procedures, including a medical examinations of the minor to ensure her well-being and further the investigation. The Manipur police team from Thoubal district also comprises women police personnel of the women police station. After transit remain is obtained from the concerned magistrate and other authorities, permission is obtained for transporting the arrested accused. The police team will return to Manipur soon for further necessary legal procedures. Further details of the incident are awaited. Two women were arrested after heroin worth rupees 22.7 lakh was seized from their possessions near Mizoram's Aizol, Assam Rifles said in a statement. Acting on a tip-off, a joint team of Assam Rifles and the Mizoram Police launched operations at Mobak village and recovered 32.4 grams of the narcotic substance from the two women, it is said on Thursday. One of the two accused is a resident of Mobak and the hills from Manipur's Churachandpur district. Both the accused and the seized contraband worth rupees 22.7 lakh were handed over to the Special Narcotics Police Station (CID) crime in Aizol, the statement added. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Ningol Chakkouba gi pauzel salai apunba nupi lamjing rup sanulalna English singaniga tara mangadagi hiangai gi nini panba Ningol Chakkouba numita kana leizadrabi palem panthauna na thaibirabi mabung maupa leizadrabi icha Ningol sing amade home da leidibi isu icha sing Chakkouba gi thoram leptana chathaduna lakpa sigi makha chatharakpada handak chahi gi tang ahum tha taramathoi English singaniga kunga mare hiangai gi nini panba nongmaijing numit ase singjamai chunga makha da leiba sanulal gi head office ta pangthok chagani lupna Akhanaba pauche pizabada chitha hoba arapada leiba ikoina di khangzadaba icha Ningol oibi singna makhada pizariba telephone number ani asida phone tawbirako icha Ningol oibi singna khut thektuna wana ngaijarakpa hiangai gi Ningol Chakkouba thana lakpada Ningol oibi icha singi mitlu pirang taba yaroi sanulal gi mama ikoina icha singi damak thong launa hangtuna ngaiduna leiri arapa icha singi gari gi awaba leheloi ikoina sinjariba phone number asida pau fawbirako 9233028400 Imasanti 8974689700 Imasoro Hairiba Piriba phone number ani asida contact tobirau
Pengba Khabak Ningol Chakkouba gi oina leijare kumchi sahi gi oina mapung mari pharaba Pengba amadi Khabak gram chahum dagina gram changa gi bathakta chawraba Pengba singmi Mapung Mari Paraba Pengba Amadi Khabak Asi Ningol Chakkouba Gidamak Supnagi KG the Lupa Chatruk the Pangan Jagadi Nasimak order to Vihoro Akak Nava KG Masingni Pangpam Soibam Sur Chandra Pengba Palm Hyangta
Ningol Chakkouba amadi Diwali kumaida relief camp te leiriba ichelenau singna saba polam sing leibiu Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation na nauna branded tauraba sumna khaktagi lupa lising amadagina lising amaka chamri fawbada mamal oiba combo gift pack phangbigani masida nimit khuding sizinariba dhup thaumai fi sunanaba kon fengnanaba haksang loinaba sapon final fazaraba bag amada yauri Amaromda State Handloom Expo October 13 dagi November 3 fauba iboy amasumang lila sanglen da pangthok jaragani Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation Pauna Bazar na sinba mela asida numit khudingi sizinaba polam singi mathakta kauna liwa ihongi polam sing yauna Manipur gi relief camp te lebe chele nau sing na saba polam kaya ama uchagani mela asibu yengba lakpiyo amadi miyamna relief camp te lebe chele nau sing na sem sajariba polam sing asi leibiduna pungning thogat piyu thauna hapiyu haina paujenjari
Lana Thauram, Taibang Mapokta, Ekogi Irakta Tinzaramba, Nomai Themboni Sana Nongdon Amadi, Miyamgina Athobo Wahengbam, Sarat Kumar Captain Sopai Bamaitei Anina, Taibang Mapugi Punsi Sengjel Luireduna, Okiba Chaichat October Kunhumdo Lisgani Supna Kunmari Kumza, Mera Thagi Kunithoni Chanba Yumsakaisa Korauda, Mapuna Thaba Chaising Suraduna, Makogi Yabi, Tawaina Mapugi Lekonda, Lairang Lainam Oina Tinzakre, Chaichat October Kuntaret Lisgani Supna Kunmari Kumza, Meragi Kuntarukni Chanba, Nomaijing Korauda, Mangani Lehuntam Zaraga, Lakliba Chaichat November Ani 2020 kumza hiangai nongma chanba thangja korauda lekhidaba makhoi ani gi poknafam singda lana thoram pangthok jaragani numit asida lekhidaba makhoi ani gi yaibi thawaina mapugi lekonda ingna chikna leijaruna bagi damak ngamjaba hairang leirang jaduna taibangpan mapugi minkhai ga loinana tengbang mapugi khuya khada kachagadori lekhidaba ani gi poknafam lamdamda pangthok kadaba thoram sing asida ahal laman ipa ipal ima iben iche ichal marup mapiza amadi inglingai matamda sakhang maikhang najaramba khwai khibikna matam sana lengbirakuna mapugi minkhai tabiranaba paujanjari punimjari basing wahengmam ongbi jina leima loinabi wahengmam dev sing maitai apokpa wahengmam ongbi memsa devi apokpi hiangnam awang laikai nolukjari basing nomaithem raju maitai mapa nomaithem ongbi sangita leima mama wakhai asangmam laikai Imphal East.
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV English News. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said India cannot compromise on even an inch of land on its borders, adding the people believe in the strength of its armed forces for defending the country. India's enemies sees the end of their sinister plans when they see the Indian armed forces, he said at Sri Grik in Gujarat Kutch district as he kept up his tradition of celebrating Diwali with personnel of the armed forces. The spot is located close to the Indo-Pak border. In the past, attempts were made to turn this region into a battlefield. The enemy has set its eye on this region for a long time. But we are not worried as you are guarding the nation. Our enemy also knows it well, Modi asserted. People of India feel their country is safe because of you. When the world sees you, it sees India's strength. When enemy sees you, they see the end of their sinister plans, Modi said, addressing personnel of the Border Security Force, Army, Navy and Air Force. Today, there is a government in the country which cannot compromise even on 1 inch of the country's borders, the Prime Minister added. Attempts were made in the past to capture Sharkrik in the name of diplomacy by the enemy, but he, as then Gujarat Chief Minister, had raised his voice against such attempts, Modi said. His government believes in the strength of the army to defend the country and does not depend on the words of the country's enemies, Modi further said. Notably, Indian and Chinese troops earlier this week completed disengagement of 2 friction points at Demchok and Depsang plans in eastern Ladakh following an agreement between the two countries to end an over 4-year-old standoff along the line of actual control. A tragic road accident occurred at Khanapara in the city on the night of Diwali. The incident involved a head-on collisions between 2 Scorpio vehicles. As a result of the crash, a man and a woman lost their lives, meanwhile another has been admitted at GMHC. The accident has cast a shadow over the festive celebrations in the area. Authorities are investigating the circumstances that led to the collision. Further details are waited as the investigation progresses. On the other hand, Diwali was celebrated with pomp and gaiety in Nagaland on Thursday. During the day, people were seen busy buying earthen lamps and firecrackers. By evening, houses were lit with decorative lights, diyas and candles. The administrations banned the use of firecrackers, but the skies were lit with fireworks. Governor Lal Ganeshan and Chief Minister Naifur greeted people on the occasion. As the lights of Diwali illuminate our homes and hearts, may you all be blessed with abundance, good fortune and prosperity in every endeavor. The governor said, CM Rio said, I share your joy in celebrating the people of lights. You also hope that peace and harmony would exist in every home and that the celebrations will be joyful. Rio also wishes people a safe and blessed Diwali. In the meanwhile, 1 person died and 11 rented houses were destroyed after a devastating fire broke out on Lakshmi Priya Road in Sivashagar, Assam during Diwali celebrations on October 31st. The victims, identified as Shyam Rai, was caught in the blaze that engulfed the residential area near Sadar Police Station in Ward No. 7. He was rushed to the hospital but succumbed to severe burn injuries. Multiple gas cylinders explosions intensified the fire, which spread rapidly through the properties primarily occupied by food vendors and artisans. Fire teams from both Assam State Fire Brigade and ONGC Fire Brigade responded to the emergency, eventually bringing the flames under control after a coordinated effort. Local authorities have launched an investigation into the cause of the fire, which resulted in significant property damage in densely populated area. Survivors of the worst natural disaster to hit span this century awoke the scenes of devastations on Thursday after villages were wiped out by monstrous flash flood that claimed at least 95 lives. The death toll is expected to rise as search efforts continue, with officials removing bodies from vehicles and an unknown number of people still missing. Unfortunately, there are dead people inside some vehicles, said Spain's Transport Minister Oscar Puente in reference to hundreds of cars and trucks stranded on roads stained brown with mud. The aftermath of the floods look eerily similar to the damage left by a strong hurricane or tsunami. Cars piled one onto one another like broken toys, uprooted trees, downed power lines and household items, all mired in a layer of mud, covered the streets of Barrio de la Torre, a suburb of Valencia, just one of dozens of damaged localities in the hard-hit region of Valencia, where 92 people died between late Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Walls of rushing water turned narrow streets into trapped and spawned rivers that reaped into the ground floors of homes and swept away cars, people and anything else in its path. And now let's take a short break again. Stay tuned for more updates.
Start talk with Ningol may amutara mokchari.
Angang sinse panik setting amde mara yam saying the higher the matam da so panik se pa haiti ka hair samna style ki type da na ba do adu ki do numa district thugai na khanje even ai angang ngai da luhong bagi sai se luhong bagi sai su bubong na pubirame artist khodi maksu audience khodi maksu khoi Manipur se amna pe nushitana na laimina se mi amana Power Pami Amana Kitang Mayon Chong Pohor Matamda. Hadi Nushira Gadika, we mang the Ngang doing no Havana.
Singapore ba do ba Japan dagi kilometer kumunga satlaga
Everyone is welcome. I think
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's English News. The White House has cautioned Iran against responding to Israel's retaliation, saying that the US will support Israel in defending itself if Iran chooses to respond. Iran should not respond to Israel's retaliations. They should not. If they choose to do so, we will support Israel in defending itself. But Iran should not respond to Israel's retaliations, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said during the media interactions on Wednesday. Last Saturday, Israel launched airstrikes targeting what it described as military targets in Iran in retaliations for a ballistic missile assault on October 1st. Israel's military had described the attack on precise strikes on military targets in Iran. Meanwhile, Iran's air defense headquarters had said it successfully countered the Israeli attacks, which resulted in only limited damage. On Tuesday, Iran's Foreign Minister Sayed Abbas Araghchi said Israel will bear the consequences for attacking Iran. At a meeting in the capital, Tehran, with ambassadors and heads of diplomatic missions, the United Nations offices and international organizations in Iran, Araghchi said that Israel and its enablers cannot avoid the political and legal responsibility for aggressions on Iranian soil and must be held accountable for it. Iran had fully reserved its legal rights to respond appropriately to such a clear aggressions, he said, while stating that Iran would neither hesitate in doing or nor act hastily. At least 10 people were fatally shot by police and dozens of others were injured when authorities cracked down on unrest following Mozambique's presidential elections, two medical groups said, as the country braced Thursdays for more protests against a vote criticized as fraudulent by opposition parties and questioned by international observers. Ningol Chakkouba of the ruling Front for the Liberations of Mozambique was announced as the winner of the elections on October 24th, extending the Frelimo party's 49 years in power since independence from Portugal in 1975. Chakkouba is to succeed President Filipe Nyusi, who is stepping down after serving the 2 terms allowed under the constitution. Frelimo has regularly been accused of rigging elections, and Mozambique's security forces had previously been criticized for suppressing protests with deadly force. Opposition parties claim fraud on the day of the elections, while observers from the European Union said in a later report that there were irregularities in the vote counting and some results had been altered. Tensions were high in the southern African country in the build-up and immediate aftermath of the October 9th vote, but more unrest was struck when 2 senior officials of an opposition party were killed in their car in the capital, Maputo, on October 18 after being ambushed by an unidentified gunman late at night. The opposition says attackers fired 25 bullets at the car. The killings were widely seen in Mozambique as being politically motivated. One of the victims was a lawyer and advisor of Valencio Modland, the main opposition candidate for president who was second in the election. 10 people died of gunshot wounds and another 63 were wounded by gunfire in protests between October 18 and October 26, the Medical Association of Mozambique and the Mozambique Order of the Doctors said in a joint statement Wednesday. In most of the shootings, especially those that resulted in death, the intentions of the police was to shoot to kill. Gilberto Manchiha, the head of the Order of Doctors, was quoted as saying by local media. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now let's take a look at the headlines once again. Indigenous Peoples Forum organizes Ningol Chakkouba at Chadong New Site tourist destination. Fish fair and crop competitions to be held at Hatta Gangjabung in connections with Ningol Chakkouba, says Fisheries Minister H. Dingo. Heroin to water over rupees 22 lakh seized in Mizoram, 2 women held. No compromise on India's borders, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And a flood of the century in Spain claims at least 95 lives. And that's all for now. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV's 3 p.m. English News. Thank you and have a great day.